Joe DiMaggio's Yankee Baseball.
Second place, his teammate Trip Nobles, and he came across to score the win and open his account for the 1998 season in this new class. At the start of the second Formula Extreme round at Laguna Seca, Eric Bostrom picked up right where he left off, rocketing around teammate Trip Nobles to take the lead, but not for long.
Yeah, Eric Bostrom had a clutch problem, and that allowed Trip Nobles to take the lead and go into the victory.
With Trip Nobles all alone out there on the racetrack, it was nevertheless the second in a row for Arian Cycles. Trip Nobles carried the momentum to Willow Springs, taking the early lead, but again, it was teammate Eric Bostrom who came past Freddie to snatch the front position. And then Trey Beatty, he made a move in the second, but Nobles used the big Honda horsepower on the straight to retake the lead. But with 4 laps to go, Nobles fell behind the 2 Valvoline Suzukis, and Eric Bostrom took his second win in 3 races. A little gun-shy after Laguna, Eric Bostrom feathered the clutch while Trip Nobles got the good start and shot out into the lead. But Brian, by the end of the lap 1, though, Bostrom had made a move up to second place. And on the second lap, the younger Bostrom took the lead away from his teammate Trip Nobles with a surgical pass, and it would be 3 wins in 4 races for young Eric. The next round at Road Atlanta saw a little bit of role reversal as Eric Bostrom took the early lead with Nobles running second. And then at the end of the first lap, it was Trip Nobles making the move for the top spot. But late in the race, Eric Bostrom powered past his teammate and rode on to yet another victory. A perfect sweep, 5 wins in 5 races for Arian Racing, 4 of them to young Eric Bostrom. So after the first 5 rounds, it was Trip Nobles atop the standings, but teammate Eric Bostrom trailed by just 7 points. Would Nobles be able to maintain the lead? More Formula Extreme when we return.
What's it like to drive what the big boys drive? Call now for your free John Deere video. You'll see the full line of Deere lawn and garden tractors. The power, the attachments, the ruggedness for the long haul. Best of all, you'll find a John Deere sized for every lawn and every wallet. So get it in gear. Call now for your free video and see why nothing runs like a Deere.
Explosive, unrelenting, death-defying, the most intense collection of heart-stopping crash action just got better. Now, for a very limited time, get the hottest-selling Crash series ever, Crash Impact and Crash Impact 2, together for the first time at a hot new price of only $19.95. This special 4-volume set is jam-packed with incredible, non-stop, blazing crash action from around the world. Motocross, outlaws, superbikes, Indy cars, stock cars, monster trucks, Grand Prix, and more. You've never seen extreme action like this for a price this low. Don't miss out. You get all 4 sensational tapes for the unbelievable price of only $19.95. That's right, Crash Impact 1 and 2, all 4 tapes, a $40 value for only $19.95. But only if you order now.
To order, call 1-800-730-4499. That's 1-800-730-4499. Or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling to the address on your screen.
Global warming is causing the ice caps to melt at a rate of 7 inches per year. Maybe you should start looking for a good boat. Catch the Miami Boat Show this month on Speedvision.
The Miami Boat Show, Wednesday at 10 Eastern.
It was a similar scene when the former Extreme riders came to Road America. Eric Bostrom had the early lead, and Trip Nobles was second. And on the big Road America course, the 2 teammates drafted away from the entire field. 4 laps remaining, Eric Bostrom broke the draft, leaving his teammate behind for the checkered flag, his 5th. At Loudon, Eric Bostrom rocketed to an early lead again from the start. However, a handful of laps later, Grant Lopez crashed into the retaining wall, bringing out a red flag. But Lopez was okay. Once the race restarted, Eric Bostrom picked up where he left off, lapping all the way down to 9th place en route to his 6th victory this season and maintaining the perfect record for Arian Racing. At the technical Mid-Ohio racetrack, Eric Bostrom again pulled teammate Trip Nobles around the track until Nobles pulled off with a rare mechanical DNF on his Honda. And that left his teammate Eric Bostrom to take the win, and he did that in convincing fashion, wheeling across the finish line. And on the victory lap, Eric let Nobles hop on his machine for a ride back to the pits. At Brainerd, Minnesota, the 2 Arian riders again kicked up their heels at the start of the race, with Ben Bostrom leading into turn 1 earlier. He had shattered the track record by 3 full seconds. Halfway through the first lap, though, Mark Miller went down while pushing too hard. Looks like the bike is damaged, but he's okay, and he's out for the race.
And once again, Eric Bostrom brought his Honda home in first place. Well on his way to a championship at this point.
At Pikes Peak, it wasn't the Arian team who took their lead, but it was Mark Miller on the Yamaha R1. But before the end of lap 1, Eric Bostrom made his move and took the lead.
While Trip Nobles found himself a spectator overheating at altitude on his Arian Honda. The Gremlins then struck Eric Bostrom, a fuel problem slowing him, allowing Mark Miller into the lead and on to victory. While it was now impossible for any rider to catch Eric Bostrom, Trip Nobles could still be knocked out of second in the standings by a hard-charging Mark Miller.
At the final Formula Extreme round in Las Vegas, it was all Eric Bostrom at the start. A steadily improving Mark Miller and Trip Nobles had a race-long battle swapping positions.
Meanwhile, however, Eric Bostrom, the newly crowned champion, rode on to his 9th victory of the season. In the final Formula Extreme standings, Eric Bostrom easily took the championship. However, Trip Nobles just edged Mark Miller for second place by 11 points. So the 1998 Formula Extreme season was dominated by Arian racing, similar to the inaugural 1997 season. However, it was great racing all the same. So what will Formula Extreme have in store for next season? Well, for one thing, Nicky Hayden moves over to the Arian team. And Nicky, that's got a lot of people excited, including you, I think.
Right, I hadn't had a chance to actually ride the bike yet, but Arian Racing Honda has been very dominant in the class, so hopefully we can continue that, and with the extra power, it should be fun.
I would say so, fun indeed. Well, when we return, we'll have this year's 750 action, and that included Nicky Hayden.
The 1998 AMA Year in Racing is sponsored by Kawasaki Motorcycles. Call 1-800-661-RIDE for the dealer nearest you. And by 989 Studios, the new leader in sports video games.